Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Dan. I got to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in the 4DX movie theater experience, and I'm here to tell you what I thought of the format. Before I get started, please make me your 4DX guy by subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking this video, and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any more 4DX content coming from me. Is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes worth it in the 4DX movie theater experience? I was super excited for this film. I just had a feeling it would be really great in 4DX. This movie pretty much uses all of the capabilities that 4DX has to offer. It really encapsulates what 4DX can do. There's so many great scenes throughout with a lot of action and a lot of adventure. There's a lot of animals, obviously, in this movie, apes mostly, and apes riding horses, so there's a lot of fun to be had with these seat movements. One of the apes, he was sliding down this cliff gravel thing. You felt the bumps in your seat as if you were sliding down that with him. A character gets someone tapping them on the back or getting jumped on from behind. Anytime they get thrown against something, hit something, or anytime they get hit in the back, you feel that massager in the back. That was really obvious a few times. Like I said, I noticed that there was a time when someone grabbed someone in the back, kind of almost like a horror movie jump scare. It wasn't really a jump scare. There was one that got me. I don't remember, but there was kind of a jump scare, at least in 4DX, because the seat jolted along with it. But it's not that bad. There's times like that, and then there's times when someone jumps on someone from behind. And anytime someone gets thrown into like a rock or a tree, you feel that in the massager in your back. And then, of course, there's just apes swinging like crazy, going along with these apes. It's awesome. They're jumping from tree to tree, cliff to cliff, and you're feeling that movement in the seat. The seat's jolting, the seat's rumbling, the seat's vibrating, massagers are working. The air at your ankles and the air at your neck and ears. They were climbing up something and a rock fell and it went right by their head. We felt a puff of air right there. So I thought that was very well timed. The apes riding horses, you feel like you're riding a horse almost. It's a very fun feeling. They really calibrated this to the screen, what you were feeling. I think they did a really spectacular job. There's water a handful of times because there's some integral scenes that include water. I definitely felt the splashes. You kind of feel rain a little bit. The wind, I noticed a lot. There's a lot of outdoor scenes, obviously. Most of it's outdoors. Sometimes they're just in open fields, establishing shots. The wind's blowing, you're feeling that. There's this kind of windstorm. It was really windy. You're feeling that in an auditorium. I thought it was really effective and it really immersed you into the film. It's not like that cold, but I'll sometimes shake a little bit because I'm getting a little chilly. The water and the wind, they add to the aesthetic of a 4DX experience. And then there's fog a couple times, and it didn't overstay its welcome. Well, there was one time that I think it stayed, but it fit the scene. So like I said, I don't know if they have something that dissipates it. It usually doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's usually not distracting. It's in front of the screen, but you can still see what's going on. I smelled the scent a couple times. It was actually one time I was wondering, is this a new scent? It smelled very similar, so I don't know. But like open air, nature, there's the smell. There's a part where they're inside somewhere and they literally mention the smell and you can smell the scent. At a campfire and you smell the smell. It doesn't smell like campfire. I think it's just to add to the ambiance. Lights are used a couple times. There's this taser. When that tases, the lights flash on and off. This was a phenomenal 4DX experience. It really encapsulates what 4DX means and what 4DX should do. It shows the wide array of capabilities that a 4DX auditorium has. I think this is like the perfect movie to go see to introduce someone to 4DX. But also, if you love 4DX, I can't imagine you're not going to love this. It's a good smorgasbord of every 4DX capability. I have the standout scene in Dune Part 2, the standout scene in The Phantom Menace, the standout scene in The Batman, but there's not really a standout scene, but the third act's really fun. It's really intense. It's not too intense, though. There's definitely way more intense 4DX experiences, like the Dune Part 2 worm riding scene, the Batman Batmobile scene, and the Phantom Menace pod racing scene. If you love 4DX, you're gonna love this. The movie's really good as well. At least I really liked it. Not as much as the trilogy, or at least not the Matt Reeves ones. I enjoyed it. I just think it's a little too long. Sitting in the 4DX seats, they're not recliners. That could be a little much. It wasn't. I didn't really feel it that bad for this one. I've been to longer movies in this format, like John Wick Chapter 4, Dune Part 2, Dune Part 1, the Avatars, the Batman. So I've definitely been to longer ones in this format. And sometimes I feel it, sometimes I don't. But this I didn't really feel. I felt the length, I would say. I think it's a little too long, but that's just as a film. If you're nervous, if you don't think you could sit in a 4DX seat, because they're not the recliners, they're not the comfortable padding and everything, because they need to have the capabilities and they need to have you feel the capabilities. It's 2 hours and 25 minutes. It's not the longest movie, but I did feel the length. So yes, in case you have not guessed, I 100% recommend Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in the 4DX movie theater experience. Comment down below, did you see the new Planet of the Apes in the 4DX format? Let me know in that comment section what you thought of the 4DX, what you thought of the film as a whole. Let me know down in that comment section. If you've liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here to see some other content from me. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life, hit that notification bell, subscribe, make me your 40x guy, and come to the upside, Dan.